Hey y'all, I'm back with another one. So, today we're going to talk about what can be done in your journey to improve yourself even if you are older. So, let's get to it. So, the thing of it is that life doesn't stop. Life keeps going. Life just keeps on going, right? And we start to think because we are older that we can't be who we want to be or we can't do the things that we want to do because we done gotten older. But that's not true. I feel like, as long as God has put breath in your body and you can breathe and you're waking up every day and you're doing everything you need to do, you can always be who you want to be. And that has always been my motto. Until God decides to take me off this earth and I go home, I'm going to keep striving to do what I need to do for me and mine. So for you, you just have to believe in yourself and believe in yourself and know that everything is going to be okay. Know that whatever you choose to be, whatever you choose to do in life, you're going to be okay. You get what I'm saying? And just love on yourself. Give yourself grace. Grow through it, as someone once told me. And sometimes you have to take yourself in isolation. Now, taking yourself in isolation is only because you need that time away so you can get yourself together and take that necessary time for yourself so that you can pull yourself together to be the best you that you could be. So isolation is okay. Isolation is good sometimes. It helps us focus. It helps us concentrate. And you don't be worried about all the things that's going on around you because life is still going to happen. People are still going to keep going. People are going to get their sleep just like you should get your sleep and not worry. So when it comes down to it, you just have to put yourself and put your mind in perspective of, okay, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? Am I going to be the best me I could be? And then you write down on paper or whatever you want to do. You put in your mind that, this is who I want to be and I'm going to be that. And pursue that career and don't quit. Don't quit because every time you quit, it's like starting over. It's like starting your journey over. You don't want to start your journey over. Now, you may need to take a little break in between, but that's different. So never think of quitting. Just think of it as, I'm going to get through this and I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be able to do what I need to do. I'm going to be able to support my family. I'm going to be able to do all the things that I want to do. And so that's how it goes. And so, just don't give up. Don't give up. I would say this to anyone, whether you're young, older, in between, it doesn't matter. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on, who it is that you are called to be. Because we all have a reason. We all have a journey. And our journey does not end until God calls us home. So, think of what you want to be. Think of how you want to do things. I heard Steve Harvey say one day, I was listening to the radio station, and I heard Steve Harvey say, he said, it don't start till you start. And then he said, start somewhere. Even if you have to start very little to get bigger. It doesn't start till you start. So even if that means, okay, say for instance, you wanted to be a nurse. Okay, well, what does it take for you to start becoming that nurse? What does it take for you to start to, whatever it is that you need to do? And then you start. And then you don't stop. And you keep going. Whether you have support or not, you just keep going. It's you against the world. So that's what I do. And I always encourage my kids to do the same thing. And, anybody around me, I encourage them to do the same thing. Because they just like, girl, you was 42 years old and you in school. And it was a time where I did not like school. I didn't like school because I was picked on. Of course, I'm different. Um, my teeth are different, as you can see. But I was picked on as a kid. I was picked on as a kid. I was picked on as a teenager. Like, I was bullied bad, and my parents didn't know it. And I didn't like school. I was like, I'm not going to school. It just didn't. It didn't float to me to go to school because it was just like, I'm gonna keep getting bullied. I'm gonna keep getting picked on. Um, Again, like I said, I had my hip done when I was 13, so I had this like funny walk that everybody could see it but me. And they used to pick on me about my walk and, oh, you got this big limp. And it was just so crazy when I was younger. It was crazy. And my parents didn't know about it. And I just pretty much didn't talk about it because, it's just like, why? They're not going to do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, at a certain age, I quit school. I was just like, I'm not doing it. And so people was a fear for me. And, but then, I got to an older age, a bigger age, and I was like, I gotta go back to school. I gotta go back to school because there's things I want for myself, and it's things that I deserve, you know. And and I was like, okay, what do I want to be? You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, I want to do hair, I want to do nails, I want to do all these things. So then I started doing it, and one day, like I said, after I heard Steve Harvey say, the only person stopping you is you. And even if you start and you have to put like a little investment or whatever, like a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, he was like, do it. So then as I went along and I starting, I had got my nail table. So my nail table, it was crazy because I went to this thrift store. And this thrift store, they had a full nail table, which is the nail table I have right now. And I was walking around the thrift store and I was like, okay, that's nice, to be a thrift store. And they had a nail table there, and the nail table was my nail table was $40. So I looked at it, I spent it around because it got wheels, it's got, the drawers and stuff, everything, the doors on and everything. Nice. So it said $40. So I went and looked, I was like, Lord, do I got $40 to get this table? And I didn't have $40 to get the table, I had $20. So I called my wife and I was like, you got $20? And she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I found the nail table. And she was like, you found the nail table? I'm like, yeah, nail table to do nails. And she was like, yeah. She was like, I'll send it to you. So she sent it to me. So she sent me the money and I bought the nail table. And let me tell you, it flew from there. Anything that had anything to do with nails, I was buying it. Like with little couple dollars here and there, I was buying it. And I was just filling it up as months went by. And I was like, okay, this is cool. So then I started experimenting. And I was like, okay, this is even further cool. But then I was like, I do hair. And I do hair, I braid, and I do a lot of stuff. And so I was like, how am I going to do this to do nails too? And then I was like, well, maybe I should just go to school, cosmetology school. So I walked the stage, got my high school diploma at 41. No, 42. No, 41. 41. I just walked this August. No, because I'll be 43 in April. Okay, 42. I walked the stage. And then I got my high school diploma. And then I went to cosmetology school. And been in cosmetology school ever since. So one of the things that you have to know that it's a process. Yes, you will be like tired some days. You will be like, oh my God, I can't wait till this is over. Because I did the same thing. You will be like, do I have to go to school today? But then when I got in there and I knew what my purpose was, I was like, I'm going to school. And I changed my mindset and I was like, I love school. And then it got to a point where I fell so in love with school, I had to take a break. and the break was due to my health. And so I was like, I'm missing school. I want to go back to school. I started whining and crying. I want to go back to school. So I went back. So I finally am getting ready to go back to school. And it's just like, you will love what you know what I'm saying? They were like, my school was very welcoming, loving. They hugged me when I came in. It was like, oh my God. Then they noticed my talents that I have, and they were like, you're going to be amazing. Why don't you just become an instructor? I said, instructor to do what? Like, they say, once you get your license, you can become an instructor within like a couple months. I'm like, instructor? I could teach people? She's like, yeah, you could teach people for, to do hair and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Because I love school. So I did. And so now I'm finishing school, and you know what I'm saying? It has been amazing. It has been some rough patches along the way. Obviously, we know the economy isn't doing well, but I love school. So whatever it is that you want to do in life, please don't waste any time trying to do it, because life is steadily going by. I mean, it is passing you by. And I just want to encourage you to get up and do whatever it is that you would like to do in life. And be happy about it. And be excited about it. Plan your graduation. Plan whatever it is that you want to do after you get done graduating, or after you get done doing what you're doing. Celebrate yourself. I learned how to do that. Celebrate yourself for any achievements that you make. And be happy for yourself. So that's my word to you. Be who you want to be. Enjoy life. And be happy for you. Bye.